Hello, hello, and hello to all of my Taurians. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. This reading is for the 26th of July through the 26th of August. If you're watching this video on the 25th of July, it's 777. That's right. So Source is bridging your past to your current life so that you can start thinking about what kind of future you want to have, right? In a nutshell. I've already discussed 777 in previous videos, so you can go back and watch those. It's not labeled 777, but you can go back and watch previous videos. So anyway, let's get into your reading, Taurus. Let's go. Let's see what your cards have to say. I'm talking to you if you have Taurus anywhere in your chart. So I'm going back to no dates on the video. I'm going to tell you in the video, but I initially started out uploading videos because all of my videos are timeless. So if I put dates on there, I want you all just to see the videos come up and however they pop up so you don't feel like you missed out on anything. So I'm going to go back to how I originally uploaded videos. So let's get into it. Let's see what your cards have to say. Currently, we're in the first quarter moon phase. Yay! First quarter moon phase is great because this is where you get a chance to say, okay, I've had my time to rest and think about what seeds I want to plant for this particular cycle, and how am I going to manifest these? What am I going to do? I'm taking the action to manifest these. Five of Wands, La Luna coexist, the Star card, the Eight of Swords, and also the Dame of Pentacles. All right. So somebody is in fight mode, Taurus. Somebody is really in fight mode, really battling their demons. And they're battling some demons about people from your past, right? So it could have been a past ex that you were with and you're trying to coexist, because we have this coexist card right here. You could be trying to coexist and they don't want to coexist because they're battling their own demons. Here we have the Star card. Source is saying to you, learn how to be hopeful. You're dealing with somebody who is a very nurturing energy, someone who is the energy of money is very attracted to them, but also they're very nurturing and they really truly are a sweetheart. But because some people in your life who are just kind of stuck like this walrus right here. When we talk about the symbolism of this animal, this mammal here, and walrus, they're kind of stuck, right? And so you could be thinking about putting some feelers out there, like a crab, like those crab antennas. Like, let me put some feelers out there and see how it's gonna receive, how I receive, what kind of messages I receive. So it's just saying to you, you don't need to do all of that. The only person you need to focus on coexisting with is yourself right now, and finding out, about yourself and how to nurture yourself. You don't need to coexist with anybody from your past, especially if you feel like it was overwhelming. So you don't even need to get into arguments and fights with people about your past. Pull your full birth chart so that you can justify, so that you can create a persuasive argument if you feel like I need to coexist from some people from my past, so that you're not arguing back and forth. Remember, the moon may still be in Libra in some parts of the world, but we're moving towards a moon in Scorpio. Libra is a peaceful warrior, so you're fighting for your peace of mind. So if you don't know how to persuade people around you why you are putting out feelers into the universe towards anything from your past, then it's always going to be in fight mode, because they may not have to deal with people from your past. It may be something that's coming up for you. Remember, your ruling planet Venus is retrograde and Venus is in Leo. So somebody is trying to get ready to live a life of luxury, and if you're connected to, people from your past and all of the overthinking, Source is saying to you, it's going to put you in different spaces. So if you don't know how to coexist with yourself and you keep running into the same type of spirits that was overwhelming for you in the past, you're going to keep on repeating cycles over and over and over again, and frustrated because it's like, why am I not seeing this? I can't trust anybody. Well, what Source wants you to do is learn how to trust your intuition. Here we have the Dame of Pentacles. So I do see somebody living a great life, but if you don't learn how to tune into spirits, to your intuition, that's why some people keep getting into relationships and none of them work out, because they just like, why do I keep, why am I not listening to my intuition? A person can tell you, a person can say, hey, listen, this is just for show purposes. But again, like a person could just tell you that out of your mouth. But again, there's so many different types of agreements in relationships that it could make it seem like, oh, you're the victim every single time. Like so many people running around calling each other friends, and they don't have their own definition of friend. And so when a person betrays you, or a person doesn't appreciate what you've done for them, all of a sudden they jealous, they envious, they've always been jealous, they don't have this going on for themselves. Has it ever been established that you all were friends? Just because of the length of time, that doesn't make you somebody's friend. Just because you start opening up and telling them everything in your life doesn't mean that they see you as a friend or that they even trust you. So Source is saying rewrite the terms of the agreement in your own universe. There could be signs like Pisces or Aquarius that you can't stand or get along with. But guess what? Just like you, not all Taurians are the same. Not all Aquarius are the same, and not all Pisces are the same. Not all Cancers are the same. Not all family members are the same, right? So Source is saying learn how to coexist with yourselves first before you allow anything from your past to resurface. And you put out those feelers. You put out those feelers. There we go. There we go. So Source is trying to make somebody booked and busy and not burdened and bitter at all. And so again, it's been a lot of it looks like it could be a lot of arguments, a lot of fights going on, a lot of internal battles, both in your personal and your professional life. Like somebody may be stuck on, I don't like certain signs. They overwhelm me. I don't understand them, so on and so forth. But you better tune in to find out if that's your zodiac sign. If that's in your birth chart, you better get intimate with it, because every single person on this planet has a purpose. Every single person on this planet has gifts and talents, and every single person on this planet has their own uniqueness, about them. And so here we have the Moon card. This Moon card, right? And so you could feel like somebody from your past knows some secrets about you that they could expose you in some way, shape, form, or fashion. So Source is like, you don't need their approval. God has already approved you. That's why some kind of increase is coming across your path. You don't even need to sit around and overthink this, ruminate over something. You see your ancestors giving you all this water. Somebody's sitting around being emotionally dehydrated, when Source wants you to go through a rebirth of abundance and prosperity. So something is in somebody's mind. That's why Source is saying to you, when I say in your mind, I'm not trying to minimize some things that you've gone through in the past. Let me be crystal clear when I say this. But overthinking something. Anybody that knows anything about karma is not good or bad. It just is. So whatever intention somebody was to try to hurt you, they're only hurting themselves. So some people from your past have literally just moved on. They have literally moved on with their lives. They're not interested in reconnecting. Then we have the Fool card. We also have the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and also the Five of Cups. So there's been a lot of tears that have been shed, a lot of lamenting going on. Source is saying, those swords, you need to pick up those swords and you need to move on. Because see this right here? This right here, something is being exposed about you. Something is being exposed about you. Like the Seven of Swords is really about, on some cards, you see a full moon in the background. And so full moon exposes our true intentions and our feelings about things. So that number 7, like we had 777, that number 7 is God's way of piecing things together, like looking back at your past, but it's also exposing your true emotions, like your lowest frequency. And so if you're around a bunch of people who are manipulative and they're in fighting mode and always arguing and always, down for whatever, that is being projected into your soil, right? And so Source is like, it's time to change the behavior. It's time to change. So I do see somebody feeling like they're a changed person, that they are I'm talking about you feel like you're a changed person. You're not trying to hang around people who are always in fight mode. You're not trying to hang around people who acted like wild animals. Like you're not trying to hang around certain types of people. And a lot of things could have happened between that, a lot of things could have happened in your life. You could have decided, hey, I got a new job. They doing background checks. I can't be associated with certain types of people, you know, whatever it is. But there's some energies that's still kind of in fight mode. Source is like, get from around those energies. Here we have the Ten of Swords, because you've gone through a lot and you're still standing. You survived a lot. So source is like, don't let something from your past drudge up something in your memories that take you back down to a lower frequency. Here we have the Nine of Pentacles. The source is saying, I'm trying to prepare you to live a different life on the other side. That number 9 is transformation. I'm trying to transform your life in ways you never even imagined. So reacting to things, cussing people out, wanting to fight, all of that. So this is like, leave all of that clown behavior in the past. Leave all of that in the past, because source is trying to change somebody's life in ways that you never even imagined. Here we have the Page of Cups. So there's some fresh water coming across your path. And that fresh water for you could be some creativity, some new creativity coming across your path. New creativity coming across your path. So leave some kind of behavior behind. First person you want to learn how to coexist with is yourself. Acceptance. Radical acceptance, and the now opens the flow. Like I said, 777. If you have any bullying tendencies, anybody ever call you a bully, or that you street behavior and you are always ready to fight or in fight mode, source is like, I'm trying to change your life. Like, I'm trying to change your life for the better. Like, for the much, much, much better. So these planets that are retrograde right now, somebody needs to get a handle on some things. Here we have pleasure. Do some things that please you. Do some things that please you. They're just going to change your life. All right, let's close it out. Let us close it out. Let us close it out. A new start is coming. Like I said, a new start is coming. Better get it in order, because God is really, really trying to change somebody's life in ways that they never imagined. So if you're around people who like to stay in fight mode and cause a bunch of chaos and confusion, and they stand around talking and just negative energy, get from around those energies. Get from around those energies. So that's what I'm saying for you. Fertilizing, number 10. Number 10 is a number of instant manifestation. Food is not only the only thing that nourishes you, dear one. Be mindful of what you feed your soul. That's what I've been saying the whole time. That number 10 is a number of instant manifestation. So if you're speaking negatively and you're around those energies, that's exactly what you're manifesting. You either break down or stay broken down or shut down, or you can break open. It's a decision you make. It's a commitment. I'm not only going to waste this opportunity to become the best me. Yep. Focus on taking a deep breath, slow breaths. Name one challenge you faced that made you a stronger person. Yep. Source is saying a new start is coming. So you never know, like when you look around and you look through your life and you go, gosh, you know what? I am a changed person. When I look at these series of events, some things have really, really changed me. There's this book called, and I read every genre of book. There is this book. It is excellent book. Oh my gosh. It is called, and I'm gonna tell you all in just a second. Kind of looking through my library right now. So I had the book. I gotta look. I have some physical books that I'm looking through. Right now. This book is called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. And there's a place in the book where he's talking about admitting that you're wrong, but like, you know, admitting that, you know, if you know that you're wrong about something, admitting to it, and influencing people in a sincere way, not in a flattering way, and staying away from this fighting energy, right? If anything, you're fighting for your peace. The book is an excellent book. And like I said, I can recommend so many books to so many, you know, whatever type of book you're interested in, I can recommend a lot of books. But this book is really, really good. And it's a bestseller. And I'm not trying to market the book. I'm just telling you, because when I look at your cards and I've seen a lot of hurt, you know, from somebody's past, and somebody could just be around people with that fight energy, don't know how to control their energy. So it's just like you can stay in that energy if you want to. 1 + 9 is 10. I am a pioneer. It's time to start speaking some positive things into your life. Independence and self-sufficiency are necessities to you. You are extremely capable in life and in work, and you aren't afraid to take big risks to achieve the life that you desire. Yep, to achieve the life that you desire. So be careful. Be careful of being around certain people. That's always... And also for yourself too, Taurus. If you're around people who are always like trying to set you up, like in ways where you show up in places and they already whispered and telling people about you, and everybody looking at you side eye, and you kind of on high alert, you know, about to be in fight mode, get from around those types of people. Because not only are they going to jail, you going to jail too. And you can hire security. If you feel like you're in spaces where you feel uncomfortable, hire security. Like, make it make sense. Hire security. But being in fight mode at a certain age, you be standing in front of a judge trying to explain, you know, how the fight started. It's just a bunch of chaos and confusion and craziness. Here we have affirmations for just like these people right here. These people right here are battling their own demons. They think the battle is against flesh and blood, but they're trying to show people, oh, this is how I activate my masculine energy, by being in fight mode, cussing people out, trying to set people up, craziness. Going to find themselves in some trouble. Here we have success. Affirmations for success. I am attracting everything I need. I am full of highly profitable ideas. That's what that fire is being used for. So source is saying to you, I'm trying to make you booked and busy and literally change your life to a life that you never even dreamed of. So if you're already wealthy, there's really no cap on how much money you can make and how much influence you can have. So use that fire for good, because if you're using the fire for evil, it's like, okay, it's like starting a wildfire out of control, and that fire ends up consuming you. These people right here, their demons will consume them. Their demons will consume them. So if you're a person that 1 minute, you know, you're warming up to a person, and if they should say to you, I'm not interested, just leave it alone. Continue being consistent with your warm personality. But if you're a person whose ego is bruised, and all of a sudden you fighting mad, and I can't believe this person didn't speak back to me, or they're not interested, your ego is bruised. Affirmations for success. So what's for me will always be for me. I am committed to my purpose. I am making necessary connections. I am connected to all that's the highest for my highest good. That is what I have for you, Taurus. This is a very interesting reading. looking at these cards, and I'm telling you, it can go one way or the other for somebody, because what source is trying to do is line up everything for you. But it could be some energies that around you that you feel like on one hand you want to coexist, but it could be some energies around you that doesn't want you to coexist, because maybe they heard you say something, or you were frustrated. Sometimes people say things in anger, and it gets everybody up all fired up around you, and they're like, I'm not. Did you remember how you were when you was that relationship? Do you remember? I don't want to see you like that. So they could be fired up, mad, and you could be in a calmer place. It's time to sit down and let people know. That is what I have for you, Taurus. Thank you for joining me. I'll see you Friday. Bye.